What if I told you that you could literally burn fat while you're sleeping? I know it sounds too good to be true, but I discovered something that completely changed my relationship with food and my body. My stomach would be growling, I'd be miserable, and I'd wake up so ravenous that I'd binge eat the next morning. It was this horrible cycle that left me feeling defeated and heavier than when I started. For years, I was one of those people who thought eating after 6 p.m. was basically signing a death warrant for my metabolism. I used to go to bed hungry every single night, thinking I was doing the right thing. But then I stumbled across something that blew my mind. But first, let me explain why this actually works, because understanding the science made all the difference for me. The almonds add healthy fats that help regulate hormones like leptin, which tells your brain when you're full. It's like having a personal trainer working inside your body while you dream. The natural sugars from the berries and honey actually help transport the protein to your muscles more efficiently. It's like giving your metabolism premium fuel instead of regular. There are actually foods that work with your body as natural overnight processes to help you burn fat while you sleep. I discovered that tart cherries naturally contain melatonin, which not only helps you fall asleep faster but also regulates your metabolism while you sleep. I have about half a cup of pure tart cherry juice, no added sugars, about an hour before bed. I know tea isn't technically food, but this combination works like magic. It signals to my body that it's time to wind down, but it also gives my metabolism just enough fuel to keep working through the night. Chamomile tea helps you relax and fall asleep, while the raw honey provides just enough natural sugar to keep your metabolism active without spiking your blood sugar. I used to think cottage cheese was diet food that tasted like cardboard, but I found this amazing brand that actually tastes creamy and delicious. But the real magic happened over time. I stopped waking up in the middle of the night thinking about food, and I started waking up feeling genuinely refreshed instead of sluggish. The first few nights, you might feel weird about it. I spent so many years believing that eating before bed was bad that I felt guilty at first. I wasted so much time and energy fighting my body's natural processes instead of supporting them. These are real foods that you can find at any grocery store. You don't need to count calories or measure portions obsessively. You just need to listen to your body and give it what it needs to do its job. Now, instead of going to bed hungry and miserable, I actually look forward to my bedtime snacks. Start small, pay attention to how you feel, and adjust based on what works for you. And I wake up feeling lighter, more energized, and closer to my goals every single day. Sometimes we just need to get out of our own way and give it the tools it needs to succeed. These 5 foods changed my life, and I honestly believe they can change yours too. But within a week I started noticing changes that convinced me this was working. Plus, better sleep means better hormone regulation, which means your body is more efficient at burning fat. My energy levels throughout the day improved dramatically. I wasn't having those afternoon crashes that used to make me reach for sugary snacks. I wasn't fighting cravings or forcing myself to ignore hunger signals. I was actually nourishing my body in a way that helped it function better. And most importantly, I was losing weight without feeling deprived or hungry. Your body burns calories 24/7, even while you sleep. But if you don't give it the right nutrients, it can't do its job efficiently. It's like trying to run a car without oil. The engine might work, but it's not going to perform at its best. Cottage cheese is basically a fat-burning powerhouse because it's loaded with casein protein, and it's incredibly low in calories. Protein to maintain and build muscle, healthy fats to regulate hormones, natural sugars to fuel your metabolism, and nutrients that promote better sleep quality. Your metabolism doesn't just shut off like I thought it did. It's actually working overtime to rebuild muscle, process nutrients, and yes, burn fat. I know, it sounds boring, but hear me out. Yes, you heard that right. I'm talking about real dark chocolate, at least 70% cacao, not the sugary milk chocolate bars we're used to. Dark chocolate contains compounds that can actually boost your metabolism and help your body burn fat more efficiently. Greek yogurt is packed with casein protein, which is like a slow-release protein that feeds your muscles all night long. The key is quality and quantity. We're talking about a small amount of the good stuff, not half a Hershey's bar. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn even while you're sleeping. But here's the catch. Your body needs the right fuel to do this efficiently. When you give it the wrong foods or no food at all, it actually slows down these processes. Over the next few months, I lost 15 pounds without changing my exercise routine or starving myself. And the best part, I was actually eating more satisfying foods than ever before. Not only that, but eating the right foods before bed can actually boost your metabolism and help you wake up feeling lighter and more energized. I was skeptical at first, obviously. I mean, who wouldn't be? But I was desperate enough to try anything, and what I discovered changed everything. Let me share the 5 foods that completely transformed my nighttime routine and my body. While you sleep, your body goes into repair mode. The first food that changed everything for me was Greek yogurt, with a handful of almonds. I started having this about an hour before bed, and within a week I noticed I was waking up feeling less bloated and more satisfied. The second food completely surprised me because I'd been avoiding it for years. Cottage cheese. But here's where it gets interesting. I started mixing it with a few berries and a drizzle of honey, and it became my favorite bedtime treat. The third food is going to sound crazy, but dark chocolate. I have 2 squares of really good dark chocolate about 30 minutes before bed, and it satisfies my sweet tooth while actually helping my body burn calories overnight. The 4th food literally saved my late-night cravings. Tart cherry juice. The first night I tried this, I slept better than I had in months. The 5th food is probably the most surprising of all. Herbal tea with a teaspoon of raw honey. I make this my bedtime ritual now. I brew a cup of chamomile tea, add a teaspoon of raw honey, and sip it slowly while reading or watching something calming. Now, here's what nobody tells you about eating these foods before bed. I stopped waking up starving and making poor breakfast choices. But the real transformation wasn't just physical. For the first time in years, I felt like I was working with my body instead of against it. The science behind this is actually pretty simple when you break it down. These 5 foods work because they provide your body with exactly what it needs for overnight fat burning. I wish someone had told me this years ago. The best part is that this isn't some complicated diet plan or expensive supplement routine. If you're really tired of fighting your metabolism and ready to start working with your body instead of against it, try incorporating 1 or 2 of these foods into your bedtime routine. Your body wants to burn fat efficiently. It wants to help you reach your goals.